Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, buckle up because what's happening right now with the Eagles is nothing short of a strategic masterstroke. Rumors are swirling around, and according to some reports from Ian Rappaport, the Eagles are eyeing a significant move that could shake up the entire NFC landscape. And trust me, this isn't just about filling a roster spot or a minor upgrade. We're talking about a calculated shift aimed at strengthening their secondary, especially after losing Quinion Mitchell to injury in Week 6, which has left their defensive backfield a little more vulnerable than they'd like. Mitchell, who's been a key player this season, is out indefinitely due to a hamstring injury, and that leaves a gap that needs filling if the Eagles want to keep their defensive standards high and continue competing at the top. What makes this possible, and what's fueling the buzz, is the Eagles' interest in acquiring Trent McDuffie from the Kansas City Chiefs. Now McDuffie isn't just any cornerback, he's an all-pro caliber player, a true Swiss Army knife in the secondary. Drafted in the first round in 2022, McDuffie has already made a huge impact with the Chiefs, especially in 2025 where he's been shining. In just 6 games, he's accumulated 2 interceptions, 25 tackles, and 4 pass defenses, all while maintaining a PFF grade of 88. 6, which puts him in the top tier among cornerbacks. His ability to allow only 55% completion on passes thrown his way, and his EPA per target of -0.16 demonstrate how disruptive he can be, especially in critical moments. McDuffie's career stats are equally impressive, with 5 interceptions, 38 pass defenses, and a knack for forcing fumbles, something that's extremely valuable in today's NFL. His versatility, especially in slot coverage, where he succeeds in 65% of his matchups, makes him a perfect fit for the Eagles' defensive scheme, which relies heavily on flexible, multidimensional defenders. Now, the trade being discussed involves the Eagles sending a third-round pick in 2026 and cornerback Kelly Ringo to the Chiefs. Ringo, who's still developing but shows promise, is a rookie with a PFF grade of 72 and has seen minimal snaps so far. This move is not just about acquiring McDuffie, but also about helping the Chiefs with cap space, considering their current struggles with a $12 million cap space and a defense allowing just 18 points per game, which ranks among the top in the league. The Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, are sitting at a 5-1 start, and they're playing a calculated game of cap management and roster building, focusing on extensions for players like L'Jarius Sneed, who's been a cornerstone for their defense. Meanwhile, the Eagles, with around $12 million in cap space, are looking to bolster their secondary after Mitchell's injury, which was costing them about 3.2 points per target before he went down. Adding McDuffie would not only fill that void, but also elevate the entire unit. His presence is projected to reduce the number of touchdowns allowed per pass by roughly 1.5, and improve tackle success rate from 82% to a staggering 92%. That's a huge boost, especially considering how much the Eagles rely on their secondary to set the tone on defense. His ability to cover both outside and in the slot, along with his success in blitz coverage, moving from 60% success to 75%, would give the Eagles a versatile, disruptive force that opponents will have a hard time game planning against. Looking at the bigger picture, this move isn't just about one player, it's about strategic positioning for the playoffs. McDuffie, with his postseason experience, averaging 2-1 pass defenses per game, could become a key piece in the Eagles' defensive puzzle come January. His ability to project as an X-factor in the playoffs, combined with the Eagles' already solid defense, could be the difference in tight games. The Eagles' secondary, which allowed 2.4 touchdowns per pass this season, would see a significant upgrade, transforming them into a more formidable unit capable of shutting down high-powered offenses. The potential boost in their overall team efficiency, especially in the passing game, could push the Eagles' Super Bowl odds from +4 0 to as low as +200, according to FanDuel. That's a game-changer for fans dreaming of another deep postseason run, especially with a quarterback like Jalen Hurts leading the charge, benefiting from cleaner looks and improved red zone efficiency. But it's not just about upgrading the secondary for the sake of it. This trade also signifies a shift in mindset for the Eagles, emphasizing resilience and adaptability. As the season progresses, with the NFL trade deadline looming on November 4th, the team seems to be positioning itself for maximum flexibility, especially on defense. The move to acquire a player like McDuffie, who can cover multiple roles and excel both inside and outside, gives the Eagles a tactical advantage. They can adjust their coverages, blitz packages, and even their personnel groupings based on opponent tendencies, making them a more unpredictable and dangerous team come playoff time. Now, what does this mean for the Chiefs? Well, with McDuffie now potentially heading to Philadelphia, Kansas City will need to shift their focus on internal development and perhaps look to their draft capital to fill the gaps left behind. But let's not forget, the Chiefs are still a formidable team, especially their defense, which is allowing only 18 points per game top in the league. They're prioritizing extensions for Snead, a move that's critical for maintaining their defensive identity. The Chiefs' strategy is clear. They want to remain contenders with Patrick Mahomes at the helm, and managing their cap wisely is part of that plan. For the Eagles, the potential acquisition of McDuffie isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about elevating their entire secondary and adding a versatile, dynamic playmaker who can help them contend for a Super Bowl again this year. With their current record of 3-3, they've faced some challenges, but upgrading the defense with a player of McDuffie's caliber could be the catalyst they need to turn things around. It's all about creating that balance, that hybrid unit that can adapt to any offensive scheme thrown at them. And with the Eagles' history of smart roster moves under Howie Roseman, this move makes a lot of sense, especially as they look to maximize their Super Bowl window. The impact on the field would be immediate. McDuffie's ability to reduce yards after catch, boost tackle success, and improve coverage success rates would translate into fewer big plays allowed. For Jalen Hurts and the offense, it means more opportunities to execute their game plan with fewer defensive hiccups. It also means that teams will have a harder time scheming against the Eagles' secondary, especially with a player like McDuffie who can cover both inside and outside, creating mismatches and confusion for opposing offenses. As we approach the trade deadline, all eyes are on how this situation unfolds. Will the Eagles pull the trigger and finalize this deal? Or will the Chiefs hold on to McDuffie, knowing how valuable he's become? Either way, this is a storyline that will have ripple effects across the league. The NFC East, already competitive with the Cowboys and Giants, could see a shift in power if the Eagles succeed in bolstering their secondary with a player like McDuffie. This move could set the stage for a fierce division race that might come down to how well these defenses perform down the stretch. And remember, it's not just about the regular season. The playoffs are where legends are made, and having a versatile, disruptive corner like McDuffie can be the difference in high-pressure situations. The Eagles are clearly looking to go all in, and the addition of McDuffie could be the piece that pushes them over the top. The NFC is stacked with talented quarterbacks and explosive offenses, but a resilient, adaptable defense is what often separates champions from the rest. The Eagles are positioning themselves to be in that champion conversation, and this move might just be the catalyst for their next Super Bowl appearance. So, fans, keep your eyes on this story as it develops. The trade window closes soon, and every move counts. The Eagles are making a bold statement, and with McDuffie potentially donning midnight green, the NFC East and the entire league better take notice. This isn't just about one player. It's about a strategic shift, a team hungry for another championship, and a fanbase that's always ready to cheer them on. The road to Super Bowl LVII just got even more interesting, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think acquiring Trent McDuffie will give the Eagles that extra edge they need to make a deep playoff run? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in the green and white, locking down receivers and creating turnovers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. Remember, this is a community, a family of passionate fans who live and breathe every snap, every play, every victory. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. We're just getting started on this incredible journey, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. Until then, keep the faith, stay loud, and let's keep supporting our Eagles every step of the way.